Hey there, welcome back to Firefighter Apparatus Fire Safety Tips. But tonight we're going to cook a really special salad. Actually, no, it's not a salad. Let me step back. It's actually a pasta dish. So my little guy loves pasta. He's 8 years old and he likes his carbs. So we go to an Italian restaurant once a week down in San Jose, Vinsanto's. It's delicious. But aside from that, I have my own little recipe and I cook it at the Firehouse. And it's not too often. The Firehouse used to be all about pastas. Now we're all about salads. So that's why salad comes first to mind. But I'm going to do some sourdough French bread right here. You could buy it at the local grocery store. Now this pasta, it's going to be a bolognese type of pasta. It's red meat. I have Italian sausage, which is a little different. And so red meat. We got some organic, good red meat. Some Italian sausage. This is all going to go in there. Parmesan cheese right here. Again, shredded like my vampire Caesar. I have 2 eggs. I'm actually going to put 2 eggs in there and kind of whip it up. The pasta sauce, you can make your own. I do recommend that. That is a way to go. But I actually have this one right here. This one here is pretty good. You can buy it also at the local grocery store. It's truffle, porcini, and cream. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's absolutely delicious. And then any type of pasta you want. I like that. That's mine. So again, mushrooms. We're going to have 2 bags of mushrooms in there. I already put the mushrooms in my pot, so I'm going to show you my saucepan. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to butter them up, make them delicious, cook them down, get them nice and golden brown. I also put olives in this pasta, so I try to sneak in as much vegetables as possible. And some of my guys at work, they don't like vegetables either, so this actually it goes out to them too. Little Parmesan, also mozzarella cheese. And believe it or not, some delicious red wine. Now at the Firehouse, we can't drink, so that's good. And but this one here is called Navigator. I bought it at my local place, Evmo. It's pretty good. Good aromas. Nice. And on top, when I'm all done, I'm gonna chop up a little basil and put a little basil in there. It doesn't have to be this much. This is like a bushel head. I'm just going to chop up a little bit and sprinkle it on there. Like I said, vegetables are key. So over here, I'm going to do the mushrooms. Let me kind of show you. Here, get you in my kitchen here. So the mushrooms are right here. So I'm going to start these guys. Basically, light this guy up. We're going to cook these guys down. So we're going to cook them down until they're nice and golden, okay? So it's going to take a bit. So stick with me, and the next part will be coming up shortly. Mushrooms are done, as you can see right there. So I'm going to put them in a bowl. I already put the olives in there. Pour it in there. Now the great thing about this dish and most of my dishes, I can tell you, is I try to move fast. You know, like at the Firehouse, run a lot of calls. We have to get out there and save lives. So in the house, I have to save lives by feeding my family. So I have to feed these little munchkins, and if I don't feed them fast enough, they're going to scream, go crazy, and whatever else. So now I'm putting the sausage in. So the sausage is 1 packet of hot sausage. I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to show you step by step what I'm doing. Forgot to let you know that in this dish, and in most of my dishes, there's always garlic. Garlic is key to most pastas, most Italian dishes. And, you know, this one would be no different. Sorry, I burned myself right here. So what you want to do is you want to flatten down the sausage and make it where it gets really crispy, okay? And that crispiness will actually give it a lot more texture and flavor. Ouch. But don't worry. I caught fire. Okay, here we go. So I put this on so it doesn't splatter everywhere. So this is in there. Let me show you some more things I'm going to do. So I'm going to quickly rinse. So stick with me here. Rinsing my hands. Okay, next. So I did the basil. Remember we were talking about basil. So I chopped that up. I have the Parmesan cheese right here. So we got the basil, right? So the basil I'm going to put in, I kind of sprinkle it at the very end. Okay? And now Parmesan cheese. This right here, excuse me. This is delicious shredded Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put it in that pot, right where the olives are. Just kind of pour it in there. Pour it in there, and later we're going to mix it, okay? We're not mixing it right now. We're going to mix it in a little bit. So, be right back. we have the pasta sauces. So the pasta sauces, we got the ones I was telling you about. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here, right? Pour it in. And again, I pour in both, 2 of them, because 2 is better than 1. Pour it inside this bowl. Now this bowl is the magic bowl. Once I'm all done, after the sausage is done, right? Step 2 is sausage. Step 3, I'm going to do the red meat. Okay? Step 4 is the pasta. When the pasta is done, I put everything that's in this bowl, boom, in this bowl, back inside this delicious dish right here. Once everything's back in there, it's almost done. And then my family gets to eat, and they get to stop going crazy and getting mad at me. Okay, so, like I said, next up, red meat. Give me about 5. Just got hot in here. So we do fire drills all the time. My smoke detector went off because I was cooking very hot. Anyway, so that was just a side note. Everything's good now. Windows are open. We're all good. So if this happens to you, fire safety tip, open your windows, fan out the smoke detector, and don't have a smoke detector in your kitchen. So sausage is done. I got some garlic cloves in the bottom. I'm a little sweaty, but don't worry. That's just a seasoning, so it's going to be fine. Right here is the meat. This is the red meat. This is going to go inside of the pan. The same pan I've been cooking with. Oh man, if I could open it. Yeah, I thought I was strong. Maybe I need some help. Calling in the brigade. Okay, I'm going to get my knife. Okay, not the knife I used for my bug out video, but just my kitchen knife. If I can get my fingers in here. Okay, so I've opened this up. Red meat is going in, plopping it down. Now it's not really a technical term. That's just a term. So putting it right in the pot, the same exact one I've been using, because I like to keep things simple. I like to make it fast and easy. Now this is for each and every one of you out there. You don't need 25 pots and pans. All you need is almost 1. So butter, I know it's a lot of butter, but this is for the whole dish. So once this is done, this butter, that's a lot of butter, and this is going to last, let me tell you, for 3 people, with the wife is pregnant, so basically let's say 4, it's going to last like at least 2 days worth of food here. So if you're spending the money that I spent on this meal, this whole meal all together, with everything included, this was $45. But when I'm done, and when you taste it through this lens, you're going to be like, man, that's really good. So bear with me here. I'm going to break down this red meat. I'm going to show you the finished product of the meat. Once the meat's done, the next step is going to be almost the last step. And then we put everything back in this pot. The last step is we're going to do the pasta. When the pasta is basically all ready to go, the meal will pretty much be all ready to eat. So I'm going to cook this meat down. Okay, to season the meat, the red meat, I did a little bit of black pepper here. So just a little bit of black pepper seeds, a little bit of olive oil. So you have to put maybe like a half a cup, and a little bit of sea salt right here. So I'm going to just blend this down. I did like 5 cloves of garlic. Blend this down right here. Just enough. So it's ready to put in the red meat, and the red meat will be slightly seasoned. Okay, ready to pour this in. Get this in the red meat here. Yeah. Peppercorn in there. That's mighty alright. The main thing is you want the garlic. So the garlic, that's what gives almost everything flavor. So the garlic. Put it all in there. Get it in there. Peppercorn's going to cook down. Get some crunchiness. You can smell it. I can smell it. The family can smell it. Best of all, you'll be good to go. We'll give it a couple minutes. red meat will be ready to put in the next part of the dish. Okay, red meat is all cooked up. Here it is right here. Smells delicious, looks delicious. Now I'm going to put it right back into that pot. Remember that big pot? All like that. Even that butter like I was talking about, because honestly that's going to give a crazy good flavor, okay? So that's going to just help it out. Then I'm not stopping here. So right now I'm going to put a little water in here. Right now I'm putting the pasta right in the bowl. So turn this guy back on. Because remember I had to turn it off temporarily. Okay, it's back on. We're good. So pasta. Boom. Pasta's in there. Garbage is there. Let this sit. We're going to let it boil. Once it boils down, there's olive oil in there. We're good. We'll be good to go in just a little bit. I'm going to turn the fan on, get all the vapors out of here, and tune back in just a couple. Hey there, pasta is all ready. So we have the pasta here. I'm just going to strain it out right there. A little bit of water is all right. That's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm going to put it just in here like this. Kind of get a little strainer. Then I pour it in the sink, the residual. So it seems like it's, to me, you know, not a patient man, but I am a guy that likes to do it this way. So I know it sounds kind of crazy, but this is a pound of pasta, by the way. I don't know if I said that before, and it gets pretty heavy. So you could be a little more creative and actually just move it over and do that. So I'm going to put the pasta in here. Once the pasta's all in here, I'm going to mix it around, get it all mixed up. I'm going to put it back in this pot. First I have to drain all the water that's left, residual water. There's not much water left. There's a little bit. Right now my family's so hungry, they're eating all the bread. So you might see a couple little mouse, marks in there from like little mice eating the bread. So bear with me here, and I'm going to show you the final as I continue this pasta dish. So I have the pasta right here. I'm going to mix it up. You're going to see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it back in this pan right here, like we were just discussing. Once it's in the pan, we're going to start the next process, which is the most important. Almost dinner. There we go. See that right there. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that perfection. So there's different cheeses in there. Parmesan. I'm going to put right now mozzarella, and you're going to see that very shortly. So, okay, so as I do this, I'm going to turn it back on. As I turn it back on, it's going to start slowly cooking again. So as it slowly cooks, this is where kind of the magic happens. Okay, so I'm going to put in some red wine. Remember I told you about the red wine? Navigator. Good. We'll pour it in there. It's going to cook down a little bit. It's going to help with the sauce. It's going to beautify the sauce. It's going to melt the cheese. It's going to bring everything together. Okay. Then I'm going to put a little bit of course, mozzarella. Remember we talked about the mozzarella? So we provolone mozzarella. I'm going to put half this bag. And there you go. About half the bag right there. So close that up. Now everything else. Oh, the egg. Can't forget the egg. So the egg. We have 2 eggs in here. 2 eggs. Can't really see it. 2 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and just mix this around. I know this is wood. I know this is raw. Don't get freaked out on me here, okay? We're only human. So I'm going to mix this around. Once this is mixed around, I might end up adding more mozzarella to this. You know why? Because my little boy loves cheese. So, but see how this dish is a gigantic dish? This will last a couple days. So, and if it doesn't, well, I'm at the Firehouse. They're on their own. So, let me go ahead and, like I said, put a little bit more of that mozzarella in here. You know what? Put the bag in. Put the bag in. It's not going to hurt it. In fact, out of anything, who doesn't like cheese? Raise your hand. Okay, so give this about 10 minutes. In 10 minutes or less, this dish is going to be ready for everybody to eat. And that means everybody in my living room, I'm sweating. Everybody in my living room, they're going to be ready to have some good food. I'm going to put this down on simmer so it doesn't burn. So you want to keep it low. So mix around, keep it low. And this is the pasta dish. Firefighter Cafferata. Let's get that low on simmer. It's on simmer. Okay, put the top on. Get it all steamy up in here. And we got our pasta almost ready. Stay tuned. Voila, our dish is done. I'm going to try it right here. Now I should be mixing it up before actually I really try it, just to kind of get everything fully immersed in there. A lot of cheese, a lot of deliciousness. Let's see how this tastes. Wow, it's pretty good. I don't know if I want to, got cheese all over my mouth. I don't know if I want to share that. Anyway, let's transfer. I'm going to transfer everything over. So follow me over here. So I'm going to put everything back in this pot. Remember that pot I was telling you about? Ba-bam. That's how my family could eat it for 2 days. That's a lot of food, man. Got a lot of food. So here we go. Let's get all that stuff off. All the mushrooms, all the cheese, all the good stuff. And voila, Cafferata pasta dish is ready. Now I'm going to serve it to my family. So come with me, and we're going to come right over here. I'm going to go ahead and just put this right down, smack here on our table. Turn the light on, excuse the light. And we're basically ready to eat. If you could see everything, better yet, if you could taste everything, it'd be so much better. Now, thanks again for joining. This is Firefighter Cafferata. Join me next time for more fire safety videos. Thank you.